Alright, so I'm going to attempt to catch up on a couple, well, I guess the dog really wants to be a video star. Going to catch up on a couple things. I've been extremely busy, that's why even though I have my computer back, I have not been doing any videos. So anyway, you were staring at the arm of the 45 loader, right here. You see that the oil down at the bottom. The front, what would be right bucket cylinder, has developed a leak. You can see here all that's down there, and then it's leaking. So I'm going to learn how to rebuild a hydraulic cylinder. After quite a bit of research, at first I thought there was going to... Oh, another video star. After quite a bit of research, I originally was going to just replace the cylinder and then rebuild the cylinder in my spare time. But a new cylinder is $750. I'm sure I could source it elsewhere with the same bore and stroke, etc., etc. But then it would look like absolute junk. Because I'm guessing it probably doesn't have this same outlets, inlets, etc., etc. Anyway, so got to rebuild that. The seal kit is $67.71, something like that. I already have it, so it's ordered. Surprisingly enough, something that doesn't tell you, I actually hadn't ended up going to the Deere dealership to order it. Normally I order all my parts through JD Parts Online and then pick them up. But evidently there is a specific kit for the lift cylinder and a specific kit for the bucket cylinder, and it doesn't show up that way on JD Parts. I think the last two numbers are 90 for this one, and then like 92 or 93 for this one. So it's AM something. Anyway, so that's kind of disappointing. Who knows why it's leaking? But gonna do a cylinder rebuild, so it seems like something I can learn how to do. If I screw it up, I suppose I'm on the hook for a $750 cylinder. I think to do it, I'm going to hook it up to the tractor. The problem is going to be I need something to stabilize it. I might not have to hook it up to the tractor. I don't know. I might try to get this off. But that's a project I'll be doing in the next couple weeks. Like I said, I have the seal kit, and I'll just, plot 6 hours or so to do it, see how bad I can screw it up. And then the other thing that I have not talked about, but I do have, I don't know if I mentioned anything about it, with the 4066, I actually ended up buying a John Deere branded sprayer. So not something I ever expected to purchase, mostly because they're kind of expensive. So yeah, let me go get the book on the specs, and I'll show it to you. Alright, so it's an LP53766 60-gallon wheeled sprayer. So I've been looking at a 60-gallon tow-behind sprayer for quite a while now, and the dog's back in the shot. And I couldn't convince myself to spend the money, even though I need a sprayer. Both dogs are in the shot. Normally, when I'm doing videos, they go wander somewhere else, but tonight I guess they want to hang out with me. So anyway, bought this sprayer with the tractor. Price was actually not that bad, not as bad as I expected. It was a little bit more than, say, the Femco brand sprayers, but what I was interested in is the fact it's an on-demand pump. But what's really important, it's a 100 psi pump, and it'll do 4 gallons a minute, and that's a little bit better than the Femco pumps. So far, I really like it. I'm trying to think of exactly how much I paid for it. I want to say like $10.50, maybe $10.50 with the boom. It's made by Superior Products, so it is a John Deere branded sprayer, or Superior Tech. Superior Tech is the one that makes it. I ended up with the nozzled boom in the back. It is let me get specs here. Hold on just a second. Let me find my page in the book. I really like it so far. The other night, my wife and I ran about 25 gallons of Roundup through it to spray the weeds in the driveway. Getting ready to do some decent driveway renovations with the 4066. The reason you have not seen a video of the 4066 is because I haven't used the 4066. I think I've put maybe 20 minutes of runtime on it since the last video. I have been extremely busy at work. So here we go. So specifications, I'll just go ahead and set these up here. Specifications: electric motor, diaphragm, 7 amp, 100 psi, spray rate is up to 4 gallons a minute, plastic spray tip material, yada yada yada. So you either have the option of a precision boom, which is 150 inches, or you can do a boomless swath, which is 360 inches. I'm not really sure what that is. But the boom is, I really like the boom. It's 150 inches. And then the weight's 120 pounds or 620 pounds with 60 gallons of water in it. So I'm really happy with it. I haven't used the boom yet. I've only used the nozzle. The nozzle is actually very nice. Like I said the other night, my wife and I put out about 25 gallons of Roundup. I have everything. There comes with this actually nice gun. I guess some water was still in there. Yeah, I mean, it's something, not something I expected to buy. I take it back. I had been looking for a sprayer. I did not expect to buy a John Deere sprayer, mostly because the cost. I want to say book on these things is almost $1,400, and you can pick up, depending on where you're at in the country, you can pick up the Femco sprayers for $900 or $1,000, depending on where you're at. I found them as cheap in the southeast. I saw them one time for $849. But then obviously by the time you get to the upper Midwest where I'm at, it's not quite as feasible. Transportation costs and everything. Generally around here they're around $1,000 or close to it. So anyway, yeah, this is something you might see a video of. I need to spray some 2,4-D here in the fall, so it'll come out again, and then yeah, so that's the sprayer. Kind of happy with it. Like I said, didn't intend to purchase it with the tractor, but it is something I got, and it's John Deere branded. So I am not I don't just buy John Deere stuff because it's John Deere. I do price shop around. In this case, Deere was pretty reasonable, and the specs were pretty good, and plus it came with the tractor, so helped me out a little bit there. I don't know, the 1050 I said for a price is probably not something you could walk in and get unless you bought something a little bit bigger with it. So, but something to consider if you're looking at buying a new X Series or something like that. I really like the unit so far. So anyway, I think that's it for this video. 45 loader, the 60 gallon sprayer. Oh, and I'll show you one other thing that I got. Actually, there's two more things. So with this sprayer, I didn't even realize it came with it. There is a remote control or a keyless remote feature. I'm sure it's like $12, $10, something like that. Or at least that's how much the parts are all worth. But that came with it, so if you wanted remote, I guess that would work. I'm not quite sure why, but that's what it is. So that's something else that comes with this particular unit. I think there's two different 60 gallon sprayers. But anyway, yeah, now I'll go show you what else I was talking about. So, and I can't remember if I put these in a video or not. So anyway, here is, I ended up with 6 70-pound weights for the 4066, and then the front weight bracket right there. I'll have to add some weights here in the future. But one thing I did want to mention is that if you end up with a 4 Series and you opt for the telescoping draft arms, you actually should get the other two, the original draft arms, when your tractor is delivered. So something to watch out for. I mean, my dealer just gave it to him, but I asked the question in advance before I ordered the telescoping draft arms. And if you're wondering what the telescoping draft arms look like, they are these things right here. Basically, you lift up and these ends will actually come out if you want to I think I've shown those in a video if you want to hook up something you can move it around. So anyway, just something else that I'm working on. It came. The 4066 really needs a bath. It's just gotten dusty just sitting out here. So have to wash it soon. And plus, the couple times I've driven around, it's quit raining again. So yard's still growing, but it's a little bit more dusty. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this was a little bit of an update. I will try to get back to more videos here in the next few weeks. I've got lots of projects I need to be doing, but I have not had the time to do them due to work. So anyway, thanks for watching.